Okay, this here is a Wolverine 1,000 mile shoe. I honestly think you could probably walk 1,000 miles in this shoe. This is the episode of Watch and Shoes. Watch and Shoes. This shoe is the definition of well built, I think, for a boot. The stitching, fit and finish, the extra precaution, the rubber, the more rubber on the heels, extremely hard. That's glass. If I've ever seen a rubber that felt like glass, this would be it. Even this rubber up here bends a bit when you stick your fingernail in it. This rubber does not move. You can't stick your fingernail inside that. You can't bend it with a fingernail. So, extremely hard rubber. Still, you can see I managed to drag my feet, and it does have an effect on the rubber, but quite minimal for as much as I've worn this shoe in 1 year. I mean, I started on this shoe in the summertime, and I wore it throughout a full winter. So, as far as that goes, it's holding up like 1,000 mile shoe. It's waterproof. It even has the webbing. So you can see the webbing there. So it's going to be waterproof up to about there. That's how high the webbing goes from here all the way up to there. So you have the excellent stitching going on. 1, 2, 3. No way for water to penetrate in there. You have the Goodyear welt to go around the entire shoe. So you have excellent stitching here. You remember the Timberlands, they go extraordinarily hard in this area with like 4 lines of stitching going around. This one you can see some flaws in the stitching, which I like actually. It just lets me know that this was done by hand, a person making those turns as opposed to just a machine. So I know some of these companies, when they see flaws, they consider it an error. As long as the boot, it's not coming apart and it's holding true to what you bought it for, waterproof and durability, then actually, for me, flaws like this are just add character to the boot. So I actually like that one boot is not identical to the other. And they have the leather insole. Again, the branding going on there. Wolverine, 1,000 mile, Rockford, Michigan. You can go inside. As I said, very heavily worn, but leather throughout. Looks like they do a little bit of, they try to add a little bit of texture here, as does the Allen Edmond on the inside. Or I'm wearing scratchy socks. I don't know. Somebody's got to show me a picture of the inside of their shoes so I can see if it's just my scratchy socks or are these companies actually doing that. One thing I thought was cool about this shoe is the color. The color green. It still says I mean business, but it's just not basic. And sometimes I get bored with everyone's shoe collection having the exact same color scheme or the exact same boot, actually. Like, I appreciate when a company known for producing the exact same thing jumps out of that box. That's kind of my style, whatever is outside of the ordinary box or the bland box. So for Wolverine, I think this is jumping outside of the box, a different color on the leather. Still, the boot clearly designed to get work done. The lacing system, because it's webbed, in there. You don't actually need laces. You can use them, sure, but this boot was perfect for me because I don't do laces. So I can have something neat in there to look at, but not actually have to use them. That pretty much does it. Very well built boot, very thick leather. That leather is extremely thick. That is not a double-sided leather. That's the leather from the outside is the leather on the inside. So it looks like suede on the inside. And that same exact leather is right there on the outside. On the inside of the shoe deeper, we saw that they took the coloration out on the inside. So this part is not colored on the this part is not colored on the inside of the shoe. That's where you saw that brown leather show up. Same leather, but it's just they didn't go as far as this one is to color it, match the colors on the outside. There you have it. Nice 1,000-mile Wolverine shoe. I expect it to last 1,000 miles. It's holding up excellently. Thanks for watching another episode of Watch and Shoes. This watch is called the Man of War. Man of War from Invicta. And the Wolverine 1,000 Mile.